Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Listen to what this lady has to say, this cutie pie on the screen, and it reminds something happened this weekend, and that's why I wanted to address this issue. Okay, very quick statement, and it is so true. This is why I'm just not a fan of all this ride or die type thing. Yeah, keep on riding. Mm-hmm. And when you are his rider, especially financially, he gets mad after that ride. Women can typically die. Things like get out, get a job, it's not working for me. So, yeah. So, let's talk about this issue here. Let me play this lovely little clip.
Ooh, that's a hater. Jealous when someone either ignores what you do or downplay what you do and then copy it. Ooh, that's a hater. Jealous when someone either ignores what you do or downplay what you do and then copy it. Ooh, that's a hater.
Yep, it sure is. So, this weekend there was had a dinner, and there was a couple. I think they're married, a married couple. Okay, and they've been together, from my understanding, for man, I know at least 5 years. When we met them, yeah, over 5 years. Okay, so much for the ride or die. Some background information. The woman, she has done well. She's had more than one successful business. Okay. Him, at that time, I just knew him to work jobs, his own career. She had a business. He aspired to do the very same business. It didn't work out. That's all I can tell you. It just didn't work out for him. It didn't work out. And pretty much he had to fold like within months. Mm-hmm. From what I saw standing back, it seemed to look to me more like a competition. You feel me? So he had to end up folding, shutting his down. She was still going, still going, still going. Then all of a sudden, something happened in her business where he helped, and then something went down bad for her. At that time, everybody was like, sabotage, sabotage. Oh, he did it. It was on purpose. It was like, no, it was an accident. And it was like, everybody's like, man, how was it an accident? Everything was going well until he got involved. And he is the one that, he tried the same thing and he lost his business. It couldn't make any money. And I remember them, speaking about it. We all went to his location. Oh yeah, okay, checking it out. I went to his location, checking it out, and I said, wow, he really went fancier than what she did. So all that ended up happening, he just spent some money and he didn't make any money. He had hired help who was supposed to be the expert. Well, the expert, sometimes when people need a job, they'll like, what's the saying? Say anything. They'll say anything. Oh yeah, I've got experience. Oh yeah, I've done this before. Oh yeah, I know. I can help you out. Oh yeah, I definitely know how to handle this. Not a problem. And then the person was doing it was like, what are you doing? It's like, no, that's not what you do. So you kind of know then, okay, this guy that you've taught, that's you've hired as the expert, he's not, because it doesn't work this way. I remember so very well the conversation saying, hey, you know what? This is not how it was done. It's not a good idea. Oh, no. And this man, I think he's one of those men where, he doesn't want women telling him anything. Then go right ahead. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way. Oh, no. Well, I'm sure he knows. Yeah, because he's a man. That's what the deal is. Well, fast forward. It didn't work that way, and that's why he's failed and it went under. So after that, he basically went to work working for a friend. Something happened to him. He got injured. And fast forward, he got injured. So he just I think he had some kind of settlement last year, year before last year. Now, they've been pretty much holding down the line, I will say, together. I will say that. So I will say that for sure. But I do remember when his business had failed, and then she had that quote mishap. Again, everybody has their opinion. We're all saying sabotage that he did it because his failed. I do remember he went through a little down spiral, and he had to take like He was trying to get back his old job, couldn't do that, so he went and found another job. Okay, and he was able to work with someone that they knew, and do okay. But during that time period, I do remember so very very well of her speaking. She was like, "Oh yeah," and she was making a payment. She was actually making a car payment for him. How do I know? Because I was sitting there, and it was for the vehicle that he drove. It's like, yeah, we got we get this one paid off. And it wasn't like it was like the norm thing, just so you know, it wasn't like the norm thing, but it was like, hey, it's kind of, things kind of went a little differently, for him, not going so great. So she made a car payment, okay? That's all I know to my knowledge. So it wasn't like she was making regular payments. But here's the thing why I'm just not down for the, what is this, ride or die kind of thing? Because women really take that statement because we're more emotional, so very true. And then it doesn't always pan out for you. I'm just not down for a ride or die. It depends on, for me to be a ride or die, you're going to have to really, as they say, show me something. And I need to see my something first. I'm not trying to I just wouldn't recommend that. And then we get together. Oh, I'm your ride or die. I'll be a cheerleader, honey, from afar until you get where you need to be comfortable. But I don't do the builder thing and ride or die up front. I just don't recommend it. So now we fast forward. We all know the economy is bad. People are laying off jobs, and it's been hella hard for a lot of small businesses. Okay, not surprised. We fast forward to this weekend and having a dinner. So business for her, I guess, obviously, again, her business right now is obviously slow. Okay, obviously it's a little slow. No surprise. What do you think happened? As she stepped away for a brief moment, he couldn't wait to mention everything's going fine. Nothing even about business even came up. As she stepped away for a moment, guess what? He couldn't wait to mention, y'all, how things were going kind of slow for her, and that she was concerned. Oh yeah, because she has spent a whole lot of money. She spent a lot of money, so yeah, she's really kind of getting concerned about her business. Things are slow, so she's kind of really put herself way out there. So we're gonna see what happens. And it was like, okay, so we're talking about politics. We're talking about travel. Speaking of business, no one's talking about it. So I know then, okay, so that's the way he just wanted to, I think, steer it there. But time he steered it there, what did he do? Talked about, which we didn't know, at least like I said, I didn't know, how she was having a hard time in her business. And she spent a whole lot of money. And she's concerned and she's worried. I knew then, I said, wow, lady, you in the danger zone. This man is jealous of her. He's probably still bitter. Because see, let me tell you something. People hold on to things. You may think that they don't. People will hold on to things, something that happened 5, 10, 15, $50 million years ago. They'll hold on to it. People will hold on to things, and when you think, okay, we're okay, they may go through the motions of being okay, when in actuality, they're not. And this lets me know, I said, wow, I think one thing, he's still jealous that his job, that his business folded. And see, now the only reason he has some liquidity is because he had some kind of accident and it's settled. That's the only reason. Because trust and believe, the money that he has is not off his business knowledge or hell to the no. He has to go back to a job, which is fine. But the only reason he has that money is because of a payout, a settlement. That's it. I thought, wow, what if she had told everybody at the time when things were kind of slow for him, when his business failed, that she paid his car note? She wouldn't dare do that. You have to watch people. And sometimes people tell you things in your ear. You might want to listen. Sometimes, because a lot of times people don't want to get involved because sometimes the messenger is the one that turns out to be the bad guy or the bad girl. I don't want to hear that. Or you don't want to see me happen. Sometimes you want to listen. And I said, I heard about him before years ago. Somebody told me from the jump about that guy. And here we are, over 5 years later. Why would you do that? he wants to see her down. He's probably still mad at the fact that she even still has that business. That's what I think. I do. I think that he might still be mad at the fact that she still even has the business. And he wants people to know that she's concerned, she's put a lot of money into it, and that things aren't going well. Honey, he is not hashtag team hurt. Go get him, girl. That's not who he is. I'm sorry. As they said, he ain't that guy. He's not that guy. I really think he wants her to fail. And why would you put that out? I mean, it's like, really, everything's. Why would you even do that? Because everybody knows he's a failure. And see, here's the thing about it. That is not his first venture that failed, to be honest with you. That is not. I heard about him prior to them getting together, about him having another failed business. That is not his first venture. So I said, wow, people even be jealous of you. They don't know how you're doing. You could be scraping by, but maybe the mere fact that you still have your business, and you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes a miracle may happen, like with an investment. You never know. GameStop went down to $5. Next thing you know, I remember that. It pumped up to $44. You never know. Life has its challenges. And you wonder why so many people are wanting to remain single and just have friends. You wonder why some people been married, they'll never do it again. You wonder why some people are just like, nah, it's not for me. Because you know what? Sure, it can be hard and has its challenges. You're going to have your moments. But with you with somebody that's toxic like that, and that's just out, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. If you're with somebody that is toxic like that, it probably is like hell on wheels dealing with them. Can you imagine someone doesn't, and it happens all the time, doesn't want your best interest at heart? It's like, why would he mention it? It occurred to me, he is jealous. Now, she pulled out her wallet. I thought about it. It occurred to me just hearing that. I was like, so he hasn't said anything, and he doesn't know that I mean, I don't know who else knows it. He doesn't. She's put out her wallet. I said, so I wonder, what is he doing to try to help her? Because we all remember that quote, sabotage moment. What is he doing? You're Mr. Liquid. Are you trying to help her? Maybe, get an expert in? Or what are you doing? Are you saying I got your back? I doubt it. Because just by him mentioning that alone at a nice dinner, I think he's putting her business out there. I think he wants this chick to fail. I really do. I think he wants her to fail. So things like that. That's why I'm not for Barbara the Builder. That's why I'm not for, I'm gonna be his ride or die. You think so? What has a man shown you to even try to even consider taking on that position? Because people, I said, wow, it's kind of like sleeping with the enemy. Doesn't have to be violent physically. When a person doesn't wish you well, and we've all, like I said, the first time around, look like a duck, crest like a duck, well, look like sabotage. It sounds like sabotage. To me, that was sabotage. And she still has her business, but he doesn't have his. I think he's holding on to it. You wonder why some women are saying, I'm going to be single by choice. Man, I see them on all kind of trips. Just ladies single, happy. Man, they're traveling all out the country. They're not paying for a man. I said, wow. So this here, you have to be very careful. I said, man, I'm like, somebody told me about him. I guess it was when they were like first dating or something. Somebody kind of told me about him. And I guess they knew someone who knew him. Okay. But what that person told me about him, wow, over 5 years later, I see. Said he has it in for women. And so now in my mind, and it's like paranoia, like, oh my goodness, is he one of those guys that hates women? Like, what's going on? What's the deal? So ladies, as a beauty queen has said on the screen, ooh, that's a hater. And the sad thing for me is a hater that that lays beside you at night. The sad for me thing is the hater with whom you share a home. The sad thing for me is the hater that has a key. And I'm out. Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.